Alright guys, so here we are back at the range today. We are taking another look at some trick shots with the pellet gun today. We're going to try something a little bit different today, and we're going to see if we can go ahead and shoot an aspirin off the top of a golf tee without hitting the golf tee. This is what my setup is, guys. As you can see here, we have our fresh 8x8 Birchwood KC shoot and see target set up. We have our bullet trap. We have our two golf tees with two 600 milligram ibuprofen on top, and then we've got the 15-yard distance back to my shooting post. You'll be able to tell that this isn't a faked or modified result because of the fact that I can't be in the middle of the pool and make the shot. The proof in the pudding on the distance for the shot is definitely the immovability of the pool. Alright guys, let's get some JSB Kings loaded up and see how we fare. That didn't take very long at all. I did not actually expect to be able to hit that successfully with only one miss prior to connecting. Let's go ahead and take a look at the golf tee and see if I actually hit the golf tee at all or if it was just a clean smash on that pill. Alright guys, as you can see, there is absolutely zero damage whatsoever to this neon green golf tee. There are only two holes, 1 and 2. The first shot and then the second slightly lower shot right here on my shoot and see target. So right now we're shooting aspirin at 15 yards at about a 50% rate. This guy came off of the secondary tee right here. Let's go ahead and get this guy set back up for a third shot and see if we can go 2 out of 3. Alright guys, so we've got our ibuprofen set back up on our golf tee. We still have our Marauder set up back at our shooting post back there. And only 2 rounds into it, we've managed to be successful. So let's see how this day at the range continues. Alright guys, as you can see, we are 2 for 2 on no damage on the golf tee, and even though it did take us a total of 3 shots to hit this one ibuprofen, I feel like 2 out of 5 on the ibuprofen is not that bad. Shooting 40% at 15 yards distance and hitting ibuprofen off the top of a golf tee without hitting the golf tee seems pretty good to me. This is the first time that I've tried shooting something like this, and it was cool to see it react in the scope. Hopefully it looks cool in the shot for you guys also. Let's go ahead and take it a step further. Let's see if we can completely cut these golf tees off at the stem all the way through one shot. Here we go guys, let's get it. Alright guys, that nice clean shot count down there on the Birchwood KC shows that we just went 2 for 2 chopping down the golf tee trees. Let's go ahead and try something a little bit different. Let's set some golf tees up in that backstop itself and try and drive it like a nail with a pellet. Alright guys, that looks really cool there. I'm actually excited to see what happens on this as to whether or not the pellet actually destroys the golf tee or whether or not, since there's an actual vacant hole behind the golf tee, it just pushes it in flush. Something else that's really cool about this is the fact that the golf tee is just under about 1/4 of an inch in diameter at the stem. That means that all these holes that are being punched by the 1/4 inch pellets actually make great holders for these golf tees themselves, so I'm not having to do any extra work to get my setup. I actually have no idea what happened on this result whatsoever. I don't have my high-speed camera today, so I'm gonna have to just do the best that I can with 30 frames per second. but I don't think we were able to push either one of those golf tees into the backstop material whatsoever. Let's go ahead and pull them out and see what actually happened. Okay, so we pulled the backstop out of our bullet box, and lo and behold, there are no pieces of these green golf tees that made it into the bullet box itself. However, piece number one and piece number two, way out there, have both made it into my pool. The sacrificial bag of range ibuprofen. All right, for sacrificial ibuprofen, here we go. Let's get it, guys. Alright guys, hopefully that looked as cool for you guys as it did through my scope. Oh yeah, there's nothing but dust in this bullet box, fellas. Nothing but dust, no pieces, those were solid shots. I don't know what it is exactly that appeals to me about shooting trick shots, but I think it has something to do with the fact that not everybody can pull a trick shot off. It's the old, if everyone is super, then no one is super. Shout out Incredibles. That whole competitive spirit of trying to do something that is usually viewed as highly difficult and then being successful at it, that brings me a really good feeling. I think it definitely goes back to the old great is the effort, great is the reward. If you did something that was easy, there would be no gratification to it. But if you set your sights literally and proverbially higher, you will end up with a better result most of the time if you do your due diligence. Alright guys, well I'm really enjoying making these trick shooting videos with the pellet gun for you guys. If you're liking it as much as I am, go ahead and make sure you smash that like button, hit the subscribe button with the bell so that you can stay current on all of our giveaways, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Alright guys, as a special bonus in this video, if you decided to stick around for the whole thing, I'm going to go ahead and increase the difficulty level up to expert mode for you guys. Over here, I have my wonderfully perforated previous backstop piece right here. We've got a new target set up to track our misses and hits. What I'm going to go ahead and do for you guys is I'm going to try and put an ibuprofen into these little holes right here that I've previously punched with pellets. And that will leave approximately 1/2 of one ibuprofen above the board. I don't know about you guys, but if you give yourself half the target you previously had, it sounds like you made it twice as hard. Let's get it, guys. Alright guys, no edits in that segment, just to prove that was an absolutely validated 100% hit rate on half an aspirin exposed. I am really pleased with that. Let's take a closer look. Alright guys, that's a phenomenally impressive result right there. Each one of these holes that we had an ibuprofen sitting in currently has 1/2 of an ibuprofen sitting left in it. That's about as close to a dead-on precision hit as you can ask for. Alright guys, well I hope you've enjoyed this bonus segment. Don't forget to throw down some ideas for me of what I should shoot next in the comments. Alright guys, I'll catch you in the next one.